Hello, Esteban. How are you today?
Hi, Jimena. I'm fine. What about you?
Fine, I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
So today we have to do the student interaction. So you have the PDF. You have shared the PDF. So
Yeah.
let's see let's see the tasks and complete them.
Well, for the first task, we need to, let's see, to create a conversation about we were so lucky. So look at the photo. Imagine that a couple in the car are your friends. They tell you about their lucky escape. We decide to go for a drive, even though it was still blowing a gale. And look what happened. We were so lucky. Well, I guess that we need to maybe make a kind of script or just a spontaneous conversation. What do you think?
Mm, I think it could be spontaneous, but if we need help, we can help each other or complete the phrases or
Okay.
suggest words. Oh, for example, this phrase that says blowing a gale. What do you think it is? I think it has to do with with the weather,
Yeah, for me it's like blowing a
like too
lot.
much
Maybe it
wind,
is like a sorry, what?
like it was too much
Too
wind.
much wind. Yeah, similar to say blowing a lot. Maybe. Let me check.
Okay, yeah, I'll check it too.
Yeah, this kind of that.
Okay, so
Um,
use these phrases to
Perhaps.
comment on their story. Okay, so um, in my opinion, if they decided to go for a drive knowing there was a bad weather, so perhaps they shouldn't have gone out of their house if they knew the weather was going to be very bad. It is not like something mm, convenient to do or something very strategic, but probably they didn't know, so they went out anyway.
Yeah, definitely it was not a good idea. So I'm gonna say with must. You must feel. Hmm. Let me check for a word. Oh yeah, they must feel so lucky because if you take a look of the size of that tree, it could be
Yes,
a it
it's
could be
huge.
a hard accident. Yeah, a worse accident.
Hmm.
Um, yeah,
Luckily, they didn't suffer.
they must
They didn't
feel
suffer.
lucky.
Hmm.
You could have been, yeah, and they could have been in a worse situation maybe because if you take a look, the trees like in the front of the cart, but if they will advance a couple of centimeters more, the tree will be in the center, in the middle of the car,
Yeah, that would
and
have
that
been
was
very,
yeah.
very tragic. I think the car must be like you cannot use that car anymore. You have to take it to the mechanic, or
Yeah, and
else,
probably
for example, if you go to the highway with the car in that state, or the cops stop you and give you a warning, and or you end up suffering something more tragic than this, like a car accident, for example. So
and even I don't know, but the wheel looks like damage maybe
yes, also
without air.
the
The
tires.
windscreen.
It seems
Yeah,
they don't have air inside.
yeah, and the windscreen is the word maybe. The front crystal.
The front, okay, the front side of the car.
The yeah, the front window
Let me
of the car. Windscreen. Let me check. Yeah, the windshield.
the windshield.
The
Yes.
windshield is completely damaged.
Hmm.
So in
That means a lot
that
of
car
money.
is that car is not able to be drive. You
Yeah.
don't think you should have about you think you should have you should have to stay at home in that weather situation. Is the better decision is to stay at home and wait for the calm.
Yeah, especially
So
if they lived in an area where where there are very where there are a lot of nature. Don't you think they should have checked for the news or for the meteorological news to check before leaving, like
and,
the situation,
and even
the weather situation?
it is let me think. I think that is more than common sense because look at the size of the tree. The wine should be huge
Mhm.
because because of the size of that tree. You don't pull it down with a little of gale. I don't know. That is
Yeah,
it
probably
if that
it
is the
wasn't
correct way.
probably it wasn't
Hurricane.
necessary. Uh-huh. Probably it wasn't necessary to check that. I mean, you can just look look in the window of your house and see that there is, like it says there, blowing a gale, and you could have thought, like you said, common sense, that it wasn't a good
Yeah,
idea to go out. So yeah.
for me, it's a thing of common sense,
Mhm.
and I
Okay.
don't know how many time. Oh, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So maybe we can continue with the next one.
Okay, let's continue with task. What could have happened?
What could happen? Let's speculate about each situation.
Hmm?
Um, you're going to look at the eight pictures and try to decide what might have happened. You must at least make 4 speculations for each picture and explain why you think your idea is a possibility. Don't forget to use models of probability. Well, maybe um, we can
We can
say,
alternate,
yeah,
for
maybe,
example.
for like two, I don't know how to put the camera. Um,
Um,
no sé qué pute.
Probably you could
Okay.
minimize the window, or well,
Yeah,
I guess you have two monitors, right?
yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Okay.
Um, okay.
Also,
So,
just for a little recap,
mhm,
um, so that I can recap that in my mind. Can you can you move to that slide? Thank you. So I read on the presentation the teacher gave us that most is like the
I guess
you are a hundred
level
percent
of,
sure,
yeah,
uh, 100% sure that something happened,
yeah, it's correct.
and it goes down with could and I
Might
think
and may,
if
might
I'm
and
not wrong,
may,
mine and May are like on the same level
yeah,
level.
correct, it's correct.
Okay, so
And I remember that there is a rule with cold, but I'm not sure what
it's
was. Mm,
I have that here. Let's see. Good. Okay, I can't find it, but I think that the general structure is that you use the model of probability, and next to that you use the verb in infinitive
Yeah, that's like
form, I guess.
the
The general
general
use.
structure. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's start.
Okay. So you make two speculations and I make two speculations, right?
Yeah, for each image. Do you want to start
Okay.
with
So
this?
for the first image, I I think there was this guy who wanted to swim, and mm, judging by the clothes on the sand, he must have entered the sea to swim. But I think another speculation would be that uh, he might not be aware of the animal species there there is in that specific sea or in that specific beach. So probably he might not know that. So he made a mistake. I think. What do you think?
I I like to believe that the man is still alive, and by the position of the clothes, I think that uh, the man mm, may know about the beach, and he's swimming with a shark. I don't know, like making snorkeling with sharks. Have you ever seen the pictures of people doing that? So
Snorkeling,
they're snorkeling with sharks.
like they are with this tube.
Yeah. So the only thing that make me feel kind of worried is that there is no tube in the in the image.
Yeah, probably.
And other guess maybe it could be um let me check. It could be advertisement of fish contamination. I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
well, that's a good guess. Like you say, for the pile
some
of clothes there, it seems like a pile of things someone
of
left
trash. Yes.
behind. Yeah, like trash. It could be. It might
Yeah,
be.
like a kind of Greenpeace advertisement. So it could be that kind of I don't know a synonym of advertisement.
Seem like a hmm, announcing, like
Like
an announcing,
announcing, yeah,
a commercial. Yes,
a
a commercial.
commercial, a Greenpeace commercial. It could be a Greenpeace commercial.
Oh well. Let's switch to the second picture. Mm, okay, so the man here with the equipment. I don't know how to say that.
A
The look
back.
like the luggage. I think it is the luggage. So this man is apparently very. He's in a hurt. he must be in a hurry
Mhm.
because he is running away from the train he was supposed to take, I guess. And
I
also,
I
I
need
think
to ask something.
Mhm.
Do you think that the train is going
forward or
into
backwards.
yeah, into the screen,
Yeah, that's the next question.
or in the other way?
I thought the same when I saw the picture. Mm, I think
But by these things, I think that it is going into
going
the
there,
screen. Yeah,
like going away from the man.
from the man.
Yeah, I think the same. I think the same. And the other man, the other speculation I was going to make is that the man on the window is probably or might be telling him, "Hey, why you didn't come? Hey, we are leaving now. Come back." But since the other man is in a hurry, probably he might forgotten something. He might have forgotten something. Sorry, he didn't make it to catch the train.
I like
Mm.
that two guesses. I don't know what else situation could be. Mm, maybe something is wrong with the train, and the man.
Perhaps it is the wrong train.
Or I was thinking, and they should have been looking for some help, and the man in the train is screaming like help, help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
But
could be.
I'm not sure why the man is running with his back. I don't know the name of
Uh, Let me search for it.
um, yeah,
I think it is the luggage. Let me check.
the
Yeah, it says
baggage luggage.
the baggage or luggage. Luggage.
Yeah, and maybe another. Oh, the man was close to getting to the train, and he noticed that it's not the correct train, so they maybe run into another train in the backside of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be another situation.
Yeah, I see that. I see that with a very high probability. Okay. For the third one, would you want to start?
Yeah. Um. Well, they looks like they're in a competition, and the girl in the backside may have an accident.
Yeah, she may have
May had an
swollen their knee.
Yeah, and that's like the most evident situation. And another one, mm, oh, maybe it it wasn't an accident and was um
Hmm,
a fight.
right. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it could be a fight
I also
with
think
the with this one and this one. Can you see
your pointer.
my
Yes.
mouse? You my pointer. Yeah. Maybe that it could be a fight between
Yeah,
the two
the two girls
runners. Yeah.
runners. I think Well, judging by the face of the second competitor,
This
I
one.
would say she, yes, that one. I would say she must been concerned about her because her face expresses that exactly that. And another speculation would be that the other competitor, the blonde one, I guess,
Mhm.
mm, judging by her face, I would say she provoked the the accident. Perhaps she pushed her, or she made her
Something to making
she
her
made her
fall down.
she made her fall down in
Yeah,
purpose so that she could win
she looks focused on
on the
the
competition on the trail.
in the competition. Yeah. Well, this one, the number 4. You want to start?
Okay, so we see a living room with the window open, with an open window, and I would say the height of the window might not be. mm, how do you say that? Like the window wasn't positioned in a very tall place of the house because
Yeah,
you see
the
the
branches of
footprints the footprints
yeah.
of a dog. So that dog might not have been very big, to say it in some way. And another speculation would be that there might have they must no it must not have been people in the house because else they would have noticed and stopped the dog so that hasn't it hadn't left footprints on the house. So yes, and what do you think?
This is hard. Let's suppose that there is um let me check for a word.
Okay.
Hmm, it's okay. Let's suppose that there is a rover with shoes that has a footprints of a dog. I don't know why, but let's suppose it. So
That's creative. That's creative.
they could saw the window open and then decides to
Right,
get into the house
mm,
and I don't know,
yeah, I
stole
mean,
something.
it could be.
And I don't know what else. I mean that I think as you that the window is in a in the second floor or something like that of the house because you can see here the branches of a tree. So I can't realize how a dog could entry in a second floor windows.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't take into account. Yeah, you can see
But
the tree right there.
even the house could have a um I don't know what's like a part of roof out of that window, you know, like
Mhm. Yeah, like the windows
mm,
here and the roof is like.
and no,
Mm.
I was supposing that the windows is here and there is a roof in this side below the window,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
and the dog could walk by the roof and then entry through the window, maybe.
Yeah, that would be crazy, but very, very crazy dog.
A dog with wings.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So the fifth.
for the fifth picture, uh, I would say, well, obviously someone entered to the room and opened the. Sorry, give me a second. I think someone entered the room and opened this how do
Secure
you say that?
box
The
or
secure box
maybe.
with probably all the money. And I think that security box must have contained a lot of money, and probably it may contained some personal information about the owner of that box.
Maybe
And
some jewelry.
some jewelry too. And I also think either the thief entered. Um, no, let me rephrase that. I think the thief entered through the door and um, made his escape or her escape through the window, because else it might have been too risky for him or her to go back to the door and risking that someone saw him.
Mhm. Well, maybe another guessing is that he entered through the window, and when you were inside the room, um, he can get out the room by the door because inside the room there's no. Inside the room you don't need a key to open the door, so maybe that could happen. And another supposition is that there is a house without people. There is a
Like an
empty
abandoned
house,
house or empty house.
an empty house, and that's why the door and the window and the security box is always open because there is no people inside or
Also,
people
like
living
there was
inside.
no robbery.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, maybe.
So, and this one,
Okay. Mm,
um, go ahead.
okay. For the picture, um, I think that wallet could be from the man who is walking right behind the woman there. But I also think he might not noticed that the wall fell from his pants. So yeah, now the woman is watching the wallet and thinking, well, what do I do? It is a lot of cash. Should I
Yeah.
return that to him or not?
Well, I agree with you. This is again a hard. Maybe the wallet is not. Um, it's not for the is maybe that is not the wallet of the man, and also it's not the wallet of the girl. So the man couldn't have seen that in the floor, and he just keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl is wondering of what to do with the with the wallet.
Yeah, like whose
Um,
wallet is this?
yeah, and and even if he saw the man and just pass walking near to the wallet and don't
Didn't do anything.
don't didn't do anything, um, maybe she could uh, being thinking in grab it and keep working with the money.
Yeah,
That's
probably.
um that's it. I don't have another um supposition.
Okay, let's move on with the
The
seventh.
wallet the wallet could fall down in front of the girl, like, and he's like, oh, a wallet.
Yeah, like it fell from a second floor.
Yeah, or from a plane. Oh.
Okay.
uh
Um,
whoa,
you can start if you want.
the next one is definitely the this is they may no, let's see, they must be a hurricane, definitely, um for the
Or a
position of the
tornado.
things, or yeah, a tornado or something related with the weather.
Mm-hmm.
And another one supposition is that it could be demolition. Is that correct? A demolition of I don't
Of a
know.
building. Oh,
Let's say uh house
yeah, like a
house in the
simple
tree.
house. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Like a
that could
tiny house
happen.
on the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, it might be it might be the people who live there were making a reconstruction or a remodelation, so they they employed people to cut the tree and to disarm
Or
or
destroyed
or destroy
a part.
the house of that was hanging on the tree. But they haven't. But probably they may not. Um, how do you say, like, let me check. I don't know how to say it in English. Okay, so yeah, they may not picked up that yet. They haven't picked up that mess they left on the garden. So it could be a possibility.
It's a possibility. And even you can see here the grass growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, well, let's suppose that uh, mm, he could be practicing a dangerous sport and he could have an accident. Um, and another one, she could be, was she? I'm not sure how to say this. Let me check.
Okay.
Oh, she could be a victim of a robber, maybe, and the robber decides to hit the man in to smash the man with the floor on the floor. So that's my guessings.
I would say that kid um, could have been riding his bike, and he may be going down a hill, but like so fast, and so that he didn't press his brakes on time, and he fell to the floor very violently and broke his arm.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I also think, for the fourth speculation,
mhm,
I another scenario would
possible
be that
scenario.
kid was in school in recess, and he was talking to someone, but they got angry, and he said, "Oh, okay, you want to fight? So yeah, let's fight."
Let's
And
fight.
that kid may have been in a fight with another classmate.
Okay. Um, number 3. But I suppose that we need to take a look at this video. So let me open it. Ah. I'm not sure if I'm sharing the sound, so
Mm. No, no, you aren't.
I didn't hear nothing. Mm, sorry, that was fluffy. And now,
No, I can't hear. I can hear the video. Maybe if you stop sharing and
yeah.
start sharing again, it would give you the option.
Um,
I can hear you now. Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so let's watch the video.
Also, I guess that there's no voices in the video.
This sounds.
Okay, that's it.
That was kind of a remote control, I guess. Very unusual. Okay,
And then
so
I suppose that we need to answer these questions.
yeah, let's start. What did you think the artifact he found was at the beginning of the video? I said, as I said, I think it was a some kind of remote control, like a special remote control.
Why? For me, it
Yeah,
was just like a, I don't know, an antique part of something.
yeah, the blue thing, the blue thing.
By the color of buttons or something.
Hmm.
Um, what do you think he saw inside? Inside a inside the pyramid? Maybe
Pyramid.
pyramid. Maybe um. Let me check for a word. Hmm, I'm not sure of how to pronounce this. A statue, statue,
Statue,
a statue,
statue.
or yeah, maybe a statue of of a god. Of, I don't know, of Hanzo. Did you
Hmm.
have you seen Moon Knight?
Moonlight.
Moon Knight. Uh,
Um, I'm not sure if I know what you're saying.
let let me show you. This series, Moon
Series.
Knight.
Like, oh, Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
With Oscar Isaac.
Yeah. Maybe he saw a Hanzo in the middle of the pyramid.
Yeah, it could be. I think inside of the pyramid,
I'm
um,
not sure.
he could have seen
Pyramid.
pyramid. Yeah, thank you.
Pyramid.
He could have seen like an altar, and maybe some rooms or like kind of a house structure inside. Very very fancy.
Very fancy. Well, the number 3. Do you think the camel damaged the remote control?
No, no, I think
Yeah.
I think the camel just started to press buttons when he chewed the remote
Yeah.
control, so he activated another options
And
right
even
right there.
I think that in any moment the control would be again out of the
Hmm.
camel. I'm pretty sure about that. Um, are they going to be able to go back inside again? Yes. If the man search for the control in the poop of the
Of the
camel.
camel.
Maybe he could be able to go back inside the pyramid.
Yes, I also think that, or maybe if he tickle, like when you, let me search for a word. Yeah, like when you tickle someone, probably the
Oh,
man
yeah.
could encounter some buttons and activate them by doing that. So yeah,
um,
they will be able to go back inside again.
it's
And
it's a possibility.
why do you think this archaeological discovery was ahead of time?
Was ahead of time. I'm not sure of the meaning of
Like
ahead
something
of time.
ahead of time is like that that the discovery is very modern, but you are living in a time where it shouldn't it shouldn't exist modern things. Like for example, that you discover a cell phone on the 1950s or something like that.
For example, I can say that it's ahead of time because of the functions of that pyramid.
Yes. Yeah, for
For
the functions, yeah.
example,
But how
how the
the parts of
pyramid,
sound moved,
yeah, change and how it changes his
its
form,
structure.
its structure. Yeah,
Yes, I agree with that. And also because it kind of had a system in which uh like a catapult
yeah.
activated
At the end.
by the control. So I
Hmm.
think it was pretty ahead of time. And what did you like the
Well,
most about the video?
well, during the video, I was wondering of why people spend a lot of money and resources and time making that kind of video because it's just and it's just a short with a lot of production with a
Mhm.
lot of time spending on that. So I was wondering that during the video, but it's pretty cool. I had seen um lots of that kind of videos
Of shorts.
for of shorts. Even I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, there is pretty good videos in pretty good videos like this one.
Like animated videos.
Yeah,
Okay. In my case, what I liked the most about the video was that it showed the pyramids in a different way. I mean, we are like mm, we are used to see the pyramids like something very ancient and kind of boring, but then they they give this approach in which the pyramids are also technological and have to do and has to do with all this kind of stuff that we have today. So it was kind of interesting.
and even in the video, the pyramid was part of a hut. Have you seen that?
Yeah, and then it went down to the floor again.
Yeah. Um. Shit, What would you change about the video? explain. I wouldn't change anything. It's a pretty good video. Maybe no complaints.
In my
And you?
case, I think I would change that some of the actors, I mean, the characters, for example, the man talked a little bit like,
So do you want it to talk, to speak?
yeah, to speak a little bit.
Okay.
But
In
in
the camera.
general, it was a good video.
Um. Well, I hope the the animator, the creator, um, make the part number 2.
Mhm.
And the last one, what other 3 questions come to mind after watching the video? Mm,
Well, the first question that comes to my mind would be who made that remote, that control remote, and that system in general, like aliens or travelers, time travelers, or what kind of people made that?
Another one, maybe did the remote works with a battery,
Solar
or
power or something.
what kind of energy
Uh-huh.
did use? And I don't know.
Like from the engineering approach, right?
Yeah, and another one about the how the pyramid moves, what kind of energy uses, because to move that mass there
That amount of
is
sand.
require a lot of energy. Yeah.
hmm And also that the sand, how the sand didn't fall
Interacts with
fall down.
itself.
hmm It's like the sand
Yeah,
is
it
glued
is.
to itself, like a
Mhm.
solid.
Or maybe magnetism, like a magnetic sand, and
Mm,
kind of um, complex magnetic fields forms the structure.
Philosophical questions.
Yeah, and this is the
I think
last
that,
one.
yeah, that is the last exercise. How do you want to do that? Maybe we could discuss each question
Yeah, and I
and choose
can
the
check. I can like
okay, like
put
mark it.
mark. Yeah.
Okay. So the first one, right now, my
Ah,
brother. Oh,
sorry.
truth tables.
Right now, my brother
Um, I would say is watching
is watching.
TV in the living room because he's talking
I
about
agree.
continuous tense.
Yeah, and that in this moment he is doing something. I don't know how to put here. Um, yeah.
Okay.
So the second one, Hardis is very busy. Lots of she
She
has
has.
lots of homework.
She has.
Yes. Number 3, um, I'm hungry. Oh, do you want to? Maybe we can go one by one.
Okay. Okay. So I'm hungry. I want to eat lunch at the cafeteria because I am wanting, it's not,
Okay. I want right now.
it has
I
to do
want right now.
obviously with the kind of verb.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, And check, do they give the story about the space aliens? Are they believing the story about the space aliens?
I
I
think it's
guess
option
is A. Do they believe the story about the space aliens?
A.
Do
Yeah,
they
but
believe?
if I'm not wrong,
Yes,
I
the
think the belief is a stative verb. And I remember stative verbs were like
yeah, they
you
didn't
cannot
use ing
uh-huh,
terminations.
because they stated like perceptions or ideas.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
You're right.
Uh they worked hard and saved their money and now they own their home.
No, they
What do you
own
think?
their home. I'm agree with you. They own their home because they are owning mm, work hard and save their money and now they because of this now
Mhm.
I I think that is own.
Yeah,
Now
because
they are
they
owning.
talk like in general. Like in general, they own their home.
Sure, the number 6, I was bored, so now I'm reading a dictionary. I was
Mhm.
bored, so now I
Yeah, I am reading.
even reading a dictionary is a boring activity. So the next one,
The kids are outside. Um, they are playing in the snow,
they're
I guess.
playing the snow. Yeah, I agree. Um, thank you for the flowers. I'm
Smelling.
I'm smelling them right now. Yes.
Okay, can you remember his name? No,
I
I forget his
forget
name.
his name.
Mhm. It should be
Yes.
forgot, I think, but they just put it in the infinitive form.
I forgot. Mm-hmm. Should be forgot. Do you like the food? Yes, it tastes wonderful. This taste. It tastes
Tastes.
because again it is a stated verb.
Mhm. Exactly. It's 8 o'clock and I am driving to work. I hope I can arrive on time.
Sure, and the next one, most cats don't like to swim. In fact, they hate the water. Again, it's a
But
stative
the water.
verb. The water.
Okay. My sister lives in New York. She likes New York a lot. Yeah, because it's a stative verb.
Mhm. It is a beautiful day today. Give me a second.
Okay.
Sorry, it was one of my roomies.
No problem.
Um, it was my turn.
Yes,
Okay. It is a beautiful day today. It's sunny and the birds are singing.
correct. What's Tom doing? He, well, I have a conflict with this one. He's tasting the food you cooked.
Good. Yeah, because this doing, what is he doing? He's the verb
Stacy.
must be an ing form.
Stacy. Okay. Yeah, it sounds
I
correct.
suppose must be a continuous activity.
Mhm.
Well, the next one. Did you buy new perfume?
Perfume.
Perfume. Did you buy a new perfume? It smells really nice.
I agree. 17. Kevin is tired after the long flight. He he is sleeping on the sofa.
Sleep in the sofa. Yes. And the last one. Roberto has a large family, three sisters and two brothers.
Mhm.
And well, we don't have the answer, so let's suppose that we are excellent.
Okay.
Uh,
That was the last activity, right?
yes.
Okay. Super.
So that's it.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Esteban. And I will stop the recording right
Okay.
now.